terrific. Jack Bowen is an anchorman at KOCO TV in Oklahoma City. That's our ABC station in Oklahoma City. 2 years ago, he started a television program that has helped dozens of what are called hard-to-place, so-called unadoptable children find homes of their own. The program is called Wednesday's Child. It's a 2-minute filmed segment shown at the end of the newscast, and it features a different child each week. Now, Michael was one of these children. He had spent 15 months in the hospital. He was a victim of child abuse. It left him unable to walk, hardly able to talk. Doctors thought marginally retarded as well. Well, after he appeared on Wednesday's Child, Michael was adopted by Jim and Ann. By the way, they have asked that we not use their last name. Mike is now 5 years old. He walks fine with braces. He talks a lot and beautifully, and he tests very well. He's got a normal IQ, and he is a gangbusters boy in a red shirt with an alligator on it and red shorts this morning and a microphone. And Michael is with us, as you can see, and so are Jim and Ann, his parents, and Jack Bowen is with us. Good morning, you all. It's great to have you with us. Jack, briefly tell us about the program. What does unadoptable mean?
Well, it means a child is difficult to find a home for, and the children are, like I heard you describe earlier, children who are older, children who are of minority races, children who are physically or mentally handicapped, because most people, you know, when we have a child in our own families, we have a baby, and we have a healthy baby, we hope. And so most people, when they think about adopting, they think about doing it the same way as though they were having a child. Think about getting a baby in perfect health.
The term then unadoptable really is a misnomer. Yeah. It really is perhaps difficult to find placement for. Now, I understand, as I just said, you have a film segment, 2 minutes, you show the child like on an outing or going someplace, and you tell something about the child. I mean, it sounds like it could become exploitive, or that it could be exploited. What kind of cooperation did you get initially from the adoption agencies and so forth?
Initially, when we began to call them, we got no, that they weren't interested. And I really credit them for that, because it shows they were very concerned about the children, and they were afraid that we might do something that might hurt children psychologically. Ironically, we've noticed that children, after they are on Wednesday's Child, feel better about themselves. It gives them a better self-image, because they figure they must be awfully important if they're important enough to have their problem told on television.
Exactly. And this young man, Michael, is so gorgeous. Michael, how you doing? You well this morning?
Yeah.
Are you glad to be here in New York?
Yeah.
How do you like New York so far? Okay. Huh? You gonna come over? You gonna come over? Undo his microphone and he can use mine. Does he want to walk over?
You want
to walk over to me? Yeah, he's gonna come over. Watch your legs right here. Jim and Ann, tell me, my understanding is that you already have 2 children of your own, 22 and 20, right, who are retarded.
Yeah. Right.
Now, why did you want to adopt Michael?
We saw him on TV, and we just fell in love with him, you know, the first time we ever seen him.
I can see why.
Jack had taken him to the zoo, and he was in his wheelchair, and here was this little blonde-headed boy, and there was really, you know, why shouldn't you adopt him? I could take them all.
What?
But, you know, you could take them all and take them home with you. But,
when you first met him, thank you, Michael. When you first met Michael, what kind of shape was he in?
Well, we were taken into a room, and Michael was brought into us, and he could use his arms and pull his body along the floor. And if he wanted something, he pointed to it. But the thing that got to me, I knew that he could think, and was his eyes were very bright and alert. I picked him up, sat him on my lap, and Ann started reading to him from a book. And he took hold of my thumb with his right hand and pulled it up to the side of his head and pressed it into the place where there was no skull, and looked up at me, and then lowered my hand and looked at me again, and went on looking at the book. And I told Ann later about it. I said, that little fellow is trying to communicate. I said, he can think. He's telling me what's wrong with him. And I don't know, after that moment, there was no letting him go, you know.
How much has he improved since? I mean, obviously, we see...
Well, from the
But
time...
great shape it's in. Just a minute, I'm busy here. I can do it, too. Can you do that? By George, look at that. Cup on the mouth.
I don't know what you would say by it. you know, percentage-wise, but
Right.
I'd say 300 or 400%. He's a totally different person than when we first got him.
He was a lovable child when we got him, just like he is now. But as far as social development and, you know, his physical ability is, you know, much more than we ever anticipated.
Get a new cup here, Michael. He's gorgeous. Jack, how much success have you had with the program in the last 2 years?
We've had, in the last couple of years, we've shown about 75 children that are available for adoption. And out of those 75, 55 have been placed in homes, and about 10 of the others are in the process of, it looks like they'll be placed in homes. You know, they're doing home studies on families for them.
Right.
And about 10 of them are still waiting.
Right.
So.
And the agencies, of course, are cooperating now?
Yes, they really are. Once they
Here's a piece
saw
of film,
the
by
concept.
the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this Michael?
Yes, it
That's Michael? With his, do you remember that, Michael? Did you remember that with the balloon? Remember that green balloon? First day you went to the zoo? Now I have a new nose and a broken cup. Look at that. Do you know how strong you are, Michael? Look how strong you are. You took that cup and absolutely crunched it. A crunched cup. You crunched that cup. And more stations, we understand now, Jack, you said, or more stations?
Yes.
Don't cut yourself on that,
My
Michael.
wife,
Let's get you a new one.
My wife has really gotten heavily involved in the project, and really the reason is because we began to get so many requests for tapes and for information about how we do it. And so she got involved in helping me mail things like that out and talking to people on the phone because we were concerned. Boy, is he strong.
He is so strong.
We were so concerned about other stations that call. The main thing I always tell them is please don't do it for the reason of ratings or to make money or whatever, but do it because you believe in it. All of our, in fact, all our stations that are owned by our company, Gannett, do it now, have really made a solid commitment to it, yeah.
I want you to know that Michael is capable of going through every cup in the place. Michael, thank you for coming up and being with us today in New York. Are you going to have some fun today? Huh? You know if you're going to do anything today? You going someplace and have fun?
We're going to sightsee today.
Are you?
You bet.
Have a good time. Nice day for it. Nice meeting you both.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jack, congratulations.
Pleasure.
Michael,
Pleasure.
nice meeting you. Bye.